So today we're going to talk about the triangle inequality theorem. And what it states is a triangle exists if the sum of the two shorter sides is greater than the longest side. Okay, that's what it states. So it basically allows us to identify triangles without actually knowing much information about them. Okay. We can order triangles by angles and by side lengths from smallest to largest, or largest to smallest, depending on what they want you to ask for. The smallest angle is always opposite the shortest side, and the largest angle is always opposite the longest side. So if we're looking at our example over here to the left, right now BC here is my shortest side, which means the angle opposite that is A. So that means angle A is my smallest angle. AB is the second shortest side, so that means that angle C is the second smallest angle. And then AC is the third shortest side, so that means angle B is my largest angle in this triangle. Vice versa, if they give you the sides, the short side is always opposite the smallest angle. And the long side is always opposite the largest angle. So in this example, we need to figure out what that third angle is in the triangle first. So we need to do 42 plus 103, which is 145. Subtract that from 180. Which is 35. So that's angle F, which is now my smallest angle. So that means that my shortest side would be side DE. Then my next smallest angle is angle E here. So that means that DF is the next smallest side. And then the largest one again is opposite the largest angle. So that means that side EF is the next. So let me do some examples from the math Excel. Number 3, again, okay, we know that we can. This is a linear pair here, so we can figure out that by subtracting from 180. Gives you 108, so that's 108 in here. Okay, which is your biggest angle, because you can't have more than one angle bigger than 90 degrees. So that means that YZ is your largest side. Okay, and this one, same idea. We need to listen from smallest to largest. So again, start with the smallest side, that's LK. So that means that angle M is your smallest angle. Then go to your second number, which is that one. So that means that K is your second smallest angle, which means whatever is left over, which is angle L here, that is your largest. Okay. This one, to determine if we have a triangle. This goes into the triangle inequality theorem, which states the sum of the two smaller angles must be greater than the third angle. Well, if I add this together, 14 and 6 plus 8 gives you 14. The question is that larger? And the answer is no. And because you answered no, that means that this does not form a triangle. Okay. And the last one, so they give us two side lengths. They give us 2 and 8, and we need to determine the third one. Okay. Well, that gives me 3 scenarios. Scenario number 1 is that 2 and 8 are the two smallest angles. Okay. Scenario number 2 is that 2 and X are the two smallest sides, and 8's the largest. And scenario number 3 is 8 and X are the smallest, and 2 is the largest. Well, the problem with that scenario is 2 can't be the largest because of 8, so we don't even deal with that scenario. So then here we see that 10 is greater than X, so that means that 10 is the biggest number that I can have. Okay. Over here, when we subtract 2 from both sides, we see that X has to be bigger than 6, so that means 6 is the smallest number. So that means that my numbers fall between 6 and 10, which means the side is longer than 6 but shorter than 10.